Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do a one-shot. It's Ghost and the Shadow from Dark Horse Comics. This is a one-shot, and it's really good. To my surprise. Well, maybe I shouldn't be surprised because I like Ghost very much, but depends on the writer. So let's dive right in, and I'm going to tell you all about it, why it's good. Well, first of all, the reason why it's good because of the writer. The writer is none other than Doug Moench. I believe that's how you say it. He did a lot of Batman work, a lot. And they are some of my favorite Batman stories ever. Penciler H.M. Baker, who is also very good. So basically, you have a winning team here. And yeah, it's really good. Okay, so it's very fast-paced too and very tightly written. So we start here somewhere in Tibet. And these are some guardians that has been here for, 5 decades, doing protective meditation. And we see a jade statue behind them. And then they are, getting ambushed. And this guy says, go postal on them. And they are getting it. They are being shot to death. And they want to have the idol. Now, why I'm saying this is a jade? Well, first of all, it looks like jade. And second of all, jade is basically Ghost's kryptonite. How? I don't know. I still need to figure that out. Probably maybe in the upcoming issues that I'm going to review. And I did, I do reviews of Ghost on my channel. So check it out. Like, subscribe, and all that YouTube jazz. Oh, wait a minute. I'm way too quick. Sorry. My knowledge about the Shadow is zero. But this guy is crazy fun, I guess. So there is a helicopter grabbing this jade casket, I guess, or a casket with the jade in it. And this Tibetan monk says, you need to, call the guy, that's going to handle this. So, and then we're going to go to not the guy, but a guy. And he's waiting for this letter for years. And it says, Tulpa Arcadia. Now, Arcadia, for those who watch my channel a bit and watch the reviews of Ghost, Arcadia is basically Gotham City, but then way more crazier in my opinion. And I love this old school machinery where this guy or whoever is in here has been cryo-freeze for how many years and is being unfrozen, right? And this is Mr. Cranston. And he says, Harry Vincent, your age, has it been that long? And he says, well, the other assistants are all dead, including Margot Lane. And he is angry because maybe he has a thing for Margot, but she's gone now. He says, I'm more sorry than you can know, Harry, but since I instructed you to revive me for one reason and one reason only, I assume you received a message from Tibet. He says, yes. He says, tell me about Arcadia. Well, it's a city, sir, a strange city with large population of paranormals. And then a big laugh he hears. And, well, he said, the voice says, Cranston's gone, Harry, but don't worry about Arcadia. The Shadow will soon know. So I think, who is this crazy? Well, I'm not sure if it's a hero, but what is he paranormal? Probably. All right, so I don't know. Maybe this is the Batman and Alfred kind of type of thing. Who knows? And then we go to shipyard in Arcadia, and where they unlock the jade statue. But then they say, "Hey, is that an autogyro?" I love those buzzwords, right? And the autogyro, who is not manned, but they think that it's manned, wants to grab the casket, right? The package. Blow that gyro out of the sky. Otherwise, Skinner gonna, make us uglier than his new partner. I thought, who are you talking to? So they blow the gyro out of the sky, but the thing that they need to protect is falling into the water. And whoever these people are is said they got it. Looks like Skinner won't skinning us. So these guys are working with each other, right? So these are not on some kind of an enemy faction, which I thought was in the first place, but these are just retrieving, right? I still can figure who was in that gyro. Whoever it was sure is dead. And then a laugh. And well, the one that was in the gyro was none other than, well, this is ads, sorry. The Shadow. He said, where he come from? Nuke him. He says it. I love that. What do you mean nuke him? So he wants to blow this guy out of existence. Is it smart to I don't know, try to blow up people in this close? But the Shadow shoots his guns into the rocket launch, and this guy's getting disintegrated. Oh man, I love it. So he says, look into my eye. Well, that's not how he said it, but he says, look into this fire opal and reveal what I wish to know. Tell me who wants to create. Tell me who craves death. I love this over the exaggerating way of speaking. Meanwhile, in Margot has a how do you say it? Margot and Eliza having a fight. They're fighting a lot. They are basically the opposite of each other. While Margot likes to party, and Eliza thinks that you're gonna probably kidnap again, and then have to haul your ass out of again, right? So they're arguing a lot, and as far as I know, Margot is not alive anymore. But maybe in future issues she is. I'm not sure in which issues this is taking place. Anyway, but then the goons are coming, and I thought to myself, how do you know where she lives? Right. So Margot, who is not shying away for, using lethal force, she's grabbing the leader, phasing him out of the building and letting him fall to his death. But when come on. Then she's getting hurt, but she knows that it's Jade, so that means they know her weakness. I catch the neck slash with my right hand and yank hard. Ghost my left fist just long enough to enter his head, and then I turn the fist solid. Blood spatters all over. The others are gone with Margot. Go to hell at midnight. It figures. Well, yeah, because he has a hell inside of her. If you want to know what I mean with that, check out my Ghost reviews. Meanwhile, we have this Skinner guy, and he has a partner he calls him Ugly, and his guy's Songpa, some kind of a paranormal, whoever that is, sorcerer or something like that. He says, he talk about that he's been scarred and burned, right? But they want to know, want to have what's inside of this jade idol, a tulpa. Sealed, it's jade, it's my own creation. Then why we can't just shatter the idol and free your tulpa? Because even shattered, the jade would still imprison it in pieces. That's where Ghost comes in, because Ghost can phase through objects, although, jade is its weakness, therefore she will be trapped in there and other stuff. Well, that comes out a little bit later, but that's why they, kidnapped Margot. Somehow they found out that Margot is sister of Ghost, therefore using her as a leverage, right? And I love the art. The art is great. Also the coloring, thumbs up. I love this. I believe that's how you call it, monochromatic coloring. I love this orange, in this disco or club. This is still the part that she just hates men, right? And she's going to turn invisible, and we see all these, creepy guys, including, people that are not human, living amongst humans in Arcadia. Right? So this guy wants to, flirt with her, but she just walks past through him. So the ninja guys, who are not really ninjas, but let's call them criminals, figured it out that she can turn invisible and knows that this is Ghost. And then a trap is sprung, a jade net, and she's still invisible by it, but, although we can see her, the other ones can't. Although they only can see that, they trapped her because, the jade net is still floating, right? But then I laugh, and they're getting shot to death. And she says, another player? A man in black. But who? A man? Woman? Another ghost? She says. Well, ads, Star Wars ads. And Ghost just keeps shooting these guys, and then all the other ones are panicking, going away. So what's so hilarious? The other, and other than a nose, who the hell are you? So she's making fun of him because he has a big nose. A shadow, and you are the conduit through which evil can flood this world. Say what? I'll let you pass through solid matter. Your power required to free your Talpa from its prison of stone. Right? The only criticism that I have so far is that the lettering is pretty small. Just a small thing, but still. All right. So she's still invisible, and then she says, he ignores my invisibility as if knowing I'm here is enough. When I let him see me, he doesn't even look. What Tulpa? A demonic spirit created 50 years ago, an entity of evil so powerful that it can form a bridge to hell, letting demons ride its spine straight out of our plane. I like that, I like this supernatural paranormal stuff. I've been to hell. It's not real. It's all in the mind, she says. Everything ghosts is in the mind, but that hardly makes reality less real. Maybe you start from the beginning. Well, and then he tells the story, but the sorcerer guy or this paranormal guy is also telling the story to Skinner. He says, hey, one thing you ain't explained something if your tulpa is so powerful. How did it get imprisoned in the idol? I was opposed by Kangmi from our agents took the idol, and by him, by a shadowy man from the west with mastery over the ways of the east. Together, they overwhelmed my mind, defeated my body in fire, and sealed my tulpa and the only substance that could hold it. Jade. Said, how does she free your tulpa? Talking about ghosts, She cannot, but she can animate the goddess. Bring the idol to life after my tulpa was possessed, her jade trapped essence. But hey, with your mystical powers, can you not answer it? I can't do it through astral projection, but only by sacrificing myself, by becoming the evil one. And trust me, it's more rewarding by far to control evil. All right, and then he's also done with the story, right? And he also explains that he's been frozen for a long time to, battle this entity, right? Cool. He also says, my longevity is considered combined results of technology and techniques of the mind. Techniques learned in Tibet, the same place that tulpa was created and imprisoned. Okay, so they have a connection. Cool. He also established that she cannot, go through jade. He wants to know why. She says it's basically my kryptonite. And he asks her, why you, if you cannot penetrate the jade, right? But she says that, she's being blackmailed and they probably force her to go, I don't know, into the jade, for whatever reason, to freeing the tulpa, right? Your soul would have been meshed with the tulpa and forever locked in jade. You will become evil incarnate itself in eternal congress with demons able to possess anyone your jade hands touches. So they're going down the stairs, and because he knows the evil is there, she turns invisible into a ghost. Again, her floating, her above, right? And then we don't see the rest of her body. I like this visual when she becoming literally a ghost, except for her head, right? I mean, we still can see her body, but then in ghosted state, she is more translucent, if you will. She says, don't know why I should trust you, but if you can help rescue Margot. And he says, Margot? Yeah, my sister, I told you about her. Who do you think I meant? Someone I once knew. Another Margot. Synchronicity. It's strange. So these guys are said, hey, I don't hear any reports from the guys above. And then he's getting shot in the back immediately. Like I said, by ghosts. Like I say, she's pretty ruthless. I like that. I'm not sure she's Punisher style female, but I don't know. She doesn't shy away from, killing everyone in her path to rescue the one she loves. But she knows that she can yank away Margot out of her hands in an instant, but she doesn't. And she asks herself why she doesn't do it. Witness say you can teleport. Asking, hey, what do you want? Maybe I can. Maybe I'll jump right into your heart and start kicking. He says, don't do it. Otherwise, we're going to shoot it. And then an insane laugh. And then I wonder why he does that. He make his presence known by doing that. Stalin Strons he's got. I give him that. And then the magician shoots at him. I think, don't you have magical powers? Maybe his powers doesn't work like that. And he says, so Skinner says, no, keep your gun on the sister's head. And then, yeah, the shadow rescues Margot. A very slippery devil says, well, what the hell? He saved me some trouble. Go for cover and stay down. Cover? Let's stay out of here. But then the other ones are shooting. So she says, hey, Margot's safe. Let's get out of here, right? I can ghost you both out of here. But Shadow says, no. Friends gave their lives protecting the world from the tulpa and the jade. Now it has passed to me, and the sacrifice will not be in vain. And then she says, well, I don't care about that. Let's get out of here. I also love that the other one's still shooting, and she just stands there like the bullets just passing through it, and nothing happens, right? Says, hey, come on, sister, let's get out of here. And she says, Shadow says, no, you owe me, Ghost. Hey, I could have saved Margot on my own if you hadn't, but I did, and you didn't. You owe me. She says, like hell I will. But then Margot says, hey, sis, you owe him, right? He's right. All right, what am I supposed to do? Except what they wanted, to jump into the jade. So Skinner says, you said you can animate the statue, Songpa, so do it. He says, no, my soul will be trapped forever in stone. Do it or lose your life and your damn soul. All right, he says. Do it, just like that. Whoever you are, you gotta get your own laughter for a replay. What did she say? You oughta can your own laughter for Okay, like I said, it's sometimes a little bit hard to read. But then Songpa is entering the statue, comes to life and attacks Jade. Right? He says, if I jump I trapped inside the jade. Understand there's only one thing that can hurt me. Well, yeah, she's being attacked. Make your jump, Ghost, before it kills you. Conquer the tulpa within. This looks great, man. And then, and trust that I will free you from within. He says, but no, do it now. I jump, sealing myself in by jade with a demon. I love that. This limbo state inside of the jade that like this lightning and electricity is flowing around, and she's battling the demon within. But he grabs the machine gun and shoots the ceiling. And Margot says, "Hey, what are you doing? How does this stop? The creature and other ones?" He says, "My sister already died once, and I don't see how shooting the ceiling is going to stop the second time." But he doesn't answer. He just keeps shooting. And, a Ghost is battling, and she's, look at this. She's reaching within or something like that. Looks great. And then everything is falling apart, and then Skinner jumps in, and he kicks Skinner into the statue, and the ceiling is starting to collapse, right? And then everything is crashing down, killing everyone. But Ghost, just in the nick of time, saves Margot by ghosting her as well. So the jade statue is broken. Skinner is dead. Everyone is dead. And then they are, saved. This whole club, Elias, is collapsing. Couldn't find him there. And now he's gone. Yeah, but he was there when it counted, Elias. And maybe all men ain't so bad, huh? Except he wasn't a man. He was nothing more and nothing less than what we said. A shadow. And that's the end. I thought, damn, this is a great ending. But this was just in the nick of time. If she just lost or, get out of the jade statue just a second later, Margot was dead. And he just doesn't care. His only mission is stop the creature in the jade and stop the evil forever. Wow. That was exciting. I love this, just great stuff. Yeah, guys. Loaded, great game, by the way. What a great book. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. I have nothing more to add. If you can get this, for yourself, just do it. It's just Great stuff. The cover doesn't do it justice. The cover is cool, you know, with these two characters. Could have been a little bit more exciting. Still, great book. See you later, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.